Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the United Way Forward, a new little segment on the channel, which is player ratings between the Aston Villa versus Manchester United game. Yes, Manchester United do get the job done, 2-1 at Villa Park. All thanks to what would say a winner from Scott McTominay late on, and obviously Erasmus scored. We did go 1-0 up. Obviously, Erasmus scored first. Then Douglas Luiz got Aston Villa the well-deserved goal, and McTominay got the goal late on. All thanks to a good assist from Diogo Dalot on the right-hand side, ball with him. McTominay gets his big Scottish head to it and puts it in the back of net, and we get the job done, 2-1. So again, player ratings. Going to be rating every player, 10 being the best, 5 being average, 6 being meh. Look, listen, even though we got the job done today, but some of the performances were still questionable. Some of the performances were a bit questionable, I'll admit. But look, we get the job done, and let us know your player ratings in the chat below. The subs, well, do we know the player? Obviously, the subs late on, like Amrabat and Varane, or Amrabat and Johnny Evans, you don't have to do them. I won't be doing them, so you just do this. Basically, the 11 from Onana from the start. Getting words out. Give us your player ratings, and also give us 10 high player rating and your man of the match as well. My man of the match, most surprised if you want. I never thought I'd give this man of the match. But look, as you can see, we'll start off with Andre Onana. Look, I said it in the watch along. I thought he was actually good today. He saved us a few times today. I'll be honest with you. I mean, if it wasn't for him, I think Villa would have actually beaten us. I can't believe I'm saying that. And I go, look, he wasn't just the reason why, you know, the defenders were good. Varane, Dalot, Shaw, Lindelof when he came on. The defence wasn't too bad. Pace was probably a big problem. Dalot probably been the quickest centre-back or full-back when Shaw came off. But I thought Onana kept us in the game, and for that reason, I'm going to give Onana an 8. Now, look, some of you might be saying, what the hell, Dean? I said it in the group chat. I said it to you. And go back if you don't believe me. He's the reason more. I mean, look, they literally just showing me a few chances there that Aston Villa have had. And Onana has said. So if it wasn't for him today, I think we actually would have lost. Again, maybe Boy there could have done the same, but he made a few crucial saves and crucial moments and some risky decisions as well, and he was always out there. So for that, Andre Onana is going to be an 8 for me, and that's probably the highest rate. It was a 7 or an 8, but I thought, let's give him an 8. Because he did save us a few times today. And look, yeah, we got the job done. Villa had lots and lots of chances in front of goal, and he was definitely there to save us in the end. I'll be brutally honest with you. And let us know what you would give Andre Onana. Next is going to be Luke Shaw again. Can't speak too much on him. He only played 45 minutes. He came off at half-time with an injury. Obviously, Ten Hag, well, by the time we're recording this, Ten Hag said it was just a precaution, so fingers crossed he'll be back for the next game against Luton Town. But before he came off, he wasn't too bad, I'll admit. And for that, I'm just going to give him a 5. I mean, look, he only played 45 minutes. So that's the reason why I'm going to give him that. Again, I thought him up against the Villa winger again. I will get his name, but he was on the left wing. And I just thought, think about Luke Shaw, he has a lot of pace and he's a good player. And he was up against a quick winger today, who I am getting his name while I am looking, who goes by the name of, I can't believe I'm getting his man's name, Bailey. Bailey has pace, and let's be honest, he would have been vital in that second half when he brought on Diaby. He had pace and he done well in part. So for that, I'm just going to give him a 5. And look, I hope his injury is not bad. I really hope his injury is not bad. And I hope if anything, I hope it's a week or 2 if it is crucial. But for that, Luke Shaw, a 5. Next up, Raphael Varane. Him and Harry Maguire, I thought didn't do too bad today. But talk about him. He has used his experience, got their vital moments. When corners are whipped in, he got his head to where he was clearing it. He was calm on the ball, good decision making. I actually think him today was him and Maguire, but moving to Maguire. But I thought him and Maguire today had a good game today. And for that reason, I'm just going to give Raphael Varane a 7. I think I like Varane. I rate Varane. I think he's a good centre back. Yeah, he may be Asian. Yeah, his big problem is injuries. But I just thought he'd done well. And again, he's not the quickest, but I thought he'd done well on Ollie Watkins. And I thought even though Villa are all over us, I still think his experience and his clearance and his positioning and his decision making and calm on the ball, and he does act like a bit of a captain. I do. Just for that, I am going to give Raphael Varane a 7. And look, he was up there in my man of the match, no doubt about that. I think a few people watching the watch long gave him man of the match as well. But look, obviously, and he's him and Martinez is usually the centre back partnership. But him and Maguire for the first time, not too bad. Not too bad, I'll have to admit. But speaking of Maguire, and again, let us know what you would give Rolls Royce Raphael Varane. He is a good centre back. I don't care what anyone says about him. Would not be getting rid of him anytime soon. Next up, Harry Maguire. Again, same what we said about Varane is what I'm going to say about Maguire. Except Maguire got an assist today to the Highland goal. Bruno whipped it in. Maguire headies it down to Rasmus's foot. Rasmus back at the net, 1-0, lovely stuff. But Maguire today, again, I always say Maguire, when he's being pressed, is not good, and his clearances sometimes aren't good. And it was similar today, but again, he was crucial in parts. He was getting stuck in. He looked confident. He seems calm. He's getting back to himself again since returning from injury. Cleared the ball, good position. And again, I thought he done well keeping the Villa attack reasonably, especially Watkins. Watkins was quiet today. And that's all thanks to Raphael Varane and Harry Maguire. And for that reason, again, same as Varane, a 7. I hope Maguire can keep it up. I know there was times I wanted us to get rid of him because it just wasn't working out. But if Maguire keeps this level up and he can add on to that and go higher and higher, listen, he could give competition for our centre-backs. Again, he's going to get in there ahead of Johnny Evans, isn't he? He's going to get in there ahead of Victor Lindelof, isn't he? But he won't get in there ahead of Lisandro Martinez. If Martinez was fit today, it would have been Martinez and Varane. And look, if Maguire's not on that pitch today, do we actually win? Because if he got the assist to the first goal. That's just what I think. But again, let us know what you would give the big man at the back, slap head Harry. And look, I hope he can keep it up because, like I said, things about Maguire, he mightn't have pace, but he's tall. Tries to be calm on the ball, clears the ball. He didn't. Let's just say, the defence today didn't really put a foot wrong. But it could have went wrong today. The way Villa were hitting us, Maguire and Varane could have been torn to shreds. But luckily enough, they weren't. On a normal day, maybe that defence gets torn to shreds. But today it was good. Next up is Diogo Dalot. Look, I'm only starting to realise, and I've realised in previous watch-alongs and games, obviously, but Dalot for me is just kind of his performances have gone under the radar. And in terms of that, I mean, he's been good. Hasn't put a foot wrong. I like Dalot. I like his aggression. I like his passion. I like his decision making. He has decent pace. He got the assist to the Mctominay goal. I really like Diogo Dalot. And look, I've always preferred Wan-Bissaka over Diogo Dalot. But look, you can tell, and we can all tell that Diogo Dalot was Ten Hag preferred right back. Just Wan-Bissaka could be fully fit, ready to go, but Ten Hag is still big Dalot, and I don't mind that. I think we have two decent right backs there in Dalot and Wan-Bissaka. But for that reason, I just think Dalot, he won't be dropped anytime soon. And again, hopefully he can keep that. I mean, on a normal week, our back 5 is Onana, Shaw, Martinez, Varane, and Dalot. That's solid. But today, he was up against John McGinn. Then he kind of found himself up against, I'm not forgetting, he's up against, John McGinn, who has experience. Then he was up against Bailey, Diaby. I thought he'd done well, and he crosses into the box and be a threat. And just again, the reason why I'm giving him a bit of a higher rating than I would have been is because the brilliant ball up the into Scott McTominay to get us the win, and that's why he's getting a 7. I think my lowest rating so far has been Shaw with 5, but that's Shaw maybe would have got similar as well, 6 or 7. But Diogo Dalot for me, I'm going to give a 7. I really like him. Like I said, I like his passion, his aggression, his pace, his physicality, good decision making as well. He looks calm, he looks settled. He's always given 100%. I like Dalot up for that 7. And again, things about him, it's like he goes as a full-back, an attacking wing-back, then he goes inverted and he's defensive. You got to do a bit of everything as well. He's inverted. We see him in the midfield a few times today and he sticks to his man and he does what's asked of him. Next up is the young lad, Kobbie Mainoo. Look, listen, Kobbie Mainoo's only young today. Wasn't as great as game today, I'll have to admit. But look, Players like him, I don't say, oh, he's going to be this, he's going to be that. He wasn't great today. I felt like today our midfield was open. I felt like if it was tighter, Douglas Luiz had a bit of freedom. I think it was Kamara had freedom. Even their fullbacks had freedom because they were going in and then out. It wasn't him and Casemiro today were not at their best, and again they got 2 yellow cards, which probably wasn't ideal. But look, I just don't think he wasn't at his best today. I just think his placement today was good, wasn't the best. Again, he still tries to give 100%. He has passion, he's aggression. He didn't put a foot wrong, but I'm just gonna give Kobbie Mainoo a 6. Just wasn't great. He wasn't great, and I can't sit here and give him a 7 when I'm at their highly, the way I just talked about our defence there. So for that reason, I'm going to give Kobbie Mainoo a 6. Next up, Casemiro, another player who loves a yellow card, which, truthfully speaking, the yellow cards him and Kobbie Mainoo got were not yellow cards. Our referee's decisions today were a bit shocking. Villa maybe should have had more free kicks, so should we have. We should have had maybe a few yellows, so should have Villa, but look, that's just the referee. He wasn't great in my opinion. But Casemiro today, he had a decent start to the game, but then it kind of went like this, and then it kind of, he's tried to make a few tackles today after he got booked, and if he connected, he gets sent off. I mean, if the blue card was in play, he wouldn't have been on the pitch. Actually, you know what? No one would have been on the pitch. Let's just go that way. Let's just go for that one. And it does make me even question the blue card even more, and I hope we don't bring it in. But no, look, listen, and I'll be honest. I thought Casemiro, he starts off well with energy, and then as soon as he gets the yellow, he goes back to not his poor self, but his average self. And again, obviously, you kind of have to kind of control your emotions, your game, your placement, your tackles, everything when you get a yellow in a fast-paced, high-intense game, and that's understandable. But for me, I just think, again, same with Kobbie Mainoo, a 6. I just think Casemiro's placement today, he just wasn't tight enough in the midfield, and that's just why I'm going to give him a 6. Next up is our captain, Bruno Fernandes. Bruno today wasn't great, nor was he poor. The corner to the Highland goal, again, not too bad. I'm not going to give him a 6 or 7, though. I'm going to give him a 6.5. He didn't do anything wrong today, I'll be honest. Some of the passing was a bit questionable. Again, I just think when Bruno decides to go short corners, I don't know why. Just whip it into the box. You have Varane in there, Rasmus in there. We have Maguire in there. You have Casemiro in there, Mainoo in there. I don't know why we don't even have Rashford and Garnacho in there. I don't know why we don't whip it in. And again, that's not the reason I'm giving 6.5. I just think it was an average performance from Bruno Fernandes today. Next up, Marcus Rashford. I mean, look, Marcus Rashford is before recently he's been great, but today I just didn't think he wasn't bad either. No one was really bad today. It was just more average from a few. And look, I'm not trying to take the winner from Mctominay away from what I would have said if it was a draw. But sometimes it's hard to do that. I just think today maybe he looked a threat going forwards. I'll have to give it to him. But sometimes his decision making again today wasn't great. I felt like there was times where even him and Garnacho could have been quicker and better on the ball, passing, just everything. And for that, again, I'm just going to give him a 6 average. We took him off. I was a bit shocked, and I was like, well, he wasn't really great, was he? But no, was he poor? He obviously, when you look at him on the team sheet, he is a threat to other teams, regardless of how he's performing or regardless of how he performed in the recent game. Sometimes Marcus Rashford, especially this season, you don't know what you're going to get from him. You're going to get a good performance out of him, or poor, or an average. And today, for me, it was just an average. Last season, you knew you were going to get from him. He's going to at least go out, get maybe an assist or 2 or a goal. You knew you were going to get something good from him. Today, I just think him. I just think he wasn't bad, but I just think, again, obviously he is a threat to other teams, but going forwards, I just didn't see a threat out of him at all. I'll be honest, I just didn't see a threat out of him, and for that, I'm going to give him a 6. Next up, Alejandro Garnacho. Same with Rashford. Maybe decision-making could have been better. Garnacho kind of was, when Rashford came off, Garnacho went on the left, and he had a few times where instead of going in, he kind of came in, kind of game in, then kind of, and there was times where if he put enough power behind it, he could have put it in the back of the net. And again, Garnacho wasn't bad today. He wasn't poor, but I just felt like there was a few times where he could have been better. And again, same as Marcus Rashford, an average 6. Our wingers today were not great. If it wasn't for Dalot and McTominay and Maguire and Rasmus and even Bruno, we maybe wouldn't have got a goal today. Or one. So Garnacho just felt like he could have been better. Again, he just tried to get back. He has aggression, passion. But today, again, look, Villa have a very physical, strong, quick team, aggression, passion. Just look at Emery. If you look at him, you know what you're going to get from Aston Villa. What he's like is what they'll be like on the pitch, but they'll be quicker and better. But for that, I'm just going to give Garnacho a 6. Look, I'm not going to say, oh, he's done for. He didn't really do anything wrong, but he just a few times there were him and Rashford, especially their runs, could have been timed well. And yeah, just felt like they kind of didn't click today. That's all I'll go with. Next up, the goal scorer. Oh, Rasmus Højlund. Look, Rasmus today got a goal. Good old decent goal, to be fair. Well placed, good positioning, good timing. I do like Rasmus. Again, he tried to get himself involved in the game today. He was up against 2 physical, strong defenders in Longley and Diego Carlos. And look, I'm going to give Rasmus Højlund a 7. I don't really have a lot to say about him, but the goal especially, I'm going to give the man a 7. And look, it's nice to see him score again. I think he scored a goal against Tottenham, Newport, then it was Wolves, then it was West Ham, then it was Aston Villa. So he scored a goal in his last 5 games. You know what I mean? So in his last 5 games, he has a goal each. And in the previous 5, he scored a goal. So yeah, try and make it make sense of fun. But for that, Rasmus Højlund, a 7 from me. Now moving into our substitutions. Lindelof came on, had to go left back. Lindelof for me actually didn't do anything bad today. I actually thought he done well coming on. He came up against Diaby. Like he came up against Diaby. He was quick. He's come up against Diaby, then he's Bailey, 2 quick defenders. He will take a man on. And again, Lindelof was an average 6. Came on, 45 minutes. Didn't do anything wrong. And again, he has experience. It was nice to have the extra defender there in case, I don't know, well, we had to hold on to it later in case things went wrong for us badly. And we just had to kind of stop looking, try to make us not look any worse. But look, Lindelof today came on, a 6. Next up, the match winner, Scott McTominay. Again, just for the reason he got the goal, a 7. I thought when he came on, we actually looked better. McTominay, I still don't think he's going to be the reason. He's not the key to our success. If you want to get to the top, but look, I do like him. I don't hate him, even though I've said things scared of him. He's a good player. He's a good squad player. He's tall. He's aggressive. He has a bit of passion. He's physical. But for that, I'm just going to give him a 7. I'm saying a 7. He's a sub. He scored a goal. You can understand. Next up, Erik ten Hag. Look, he brought on McTominay, took off Rashford. He made a risk and bringing on Lindelof when he realised he was going to come up against a quick attack. The decisions today were actually good. Yeah, it was a tough win. I think about Manchester United when we win against teams like Villa, we don't look great. We just get it. Moments of magic. But Ten Hag today, a 7. I can't question the team he put out there, the players he brought on, the decision-making, the formation, whatever, any tactical tweaks. I cannot question it. And it's nice to see that we're actually building a bit of form and the players look to be back trusting again, and hopefully the fans are as well. But that was my player ratings. I'm on player of the match. Yeah, I know. Andre Onana, look, I just think if it wasn't for him, we would have lost today. That's the reason why. Made a few big boy crucial saves. And for that, I hope he can keep it up. And hopefully the mistakes are gone. And he can get better and better and better. But look, that has been my Manchester United versus Aston Villa player ratings. We did get the job done. Thanks to Scott McTominay. Please let us know your player ratings in the comment section below. And Ten Hag's player rating, manager rating. And give us your man of the match as well. And look, that has been the player ratings. It's a thing you'll see every now and again. And look, join us tomorrow for the 5 talking points, pre-recorded. But look, that's been the player ratings. Please follow our socials, links, subscription, subscribe, like, comment, and speak to you on the next one. Thanks for watching.